Iran launching a fresh round of strikes tonight. You can see them
Trump has left
streaming
the
through the night
G7
sky
summit
over
in
Tel
Canada
Aviv.
early
Explosions
because of the
rattling
continuing
city.
crisis in the Middle East.
Hey there, folks. Welcome back to Daily Dose of News. I'm here to break down what's happening around the world, and honestly, it's quite the lineup today. Let's start with the big one, the Israel-Iran situation, which has officially escalated from tense standoff to actual war. Here's what's happening. Israel bombed nuclear targets in Iran on Thursday, and Iran fired missiles and drones at Israel after hitting an Israeli hospital overnight. To put this in perspective, Iran has responded by launching more than 300 missiles and hundreds of drones toward Israel, in several waves of attacks after Israel struck Iran's nuclear facilities. The numbers are staggering and frankly terrifying. Israel's Ministry of Health said a total of 271 people were wounded by the Iranian missile attacks on Thursday, including when an Iranian missile slammed into the main hospital in southern Israel, causing extensive damage. The international community is scrambling. European leaders have been meeting with Iran's foreign minister in Geneva. But, shocking absolutely no one, there's been no breakthrough on a ceasefire. Meanwhile, President Trump is reportedly considering whether the U.S. should get militarily involved, with reports suggesting he'll make a decision within 2 weeks. Moving on to Ukraine, the Russia-Ukraine war continues its relentless pace, with Russia launching fresh attacks on Kyiv and Odesa. At least one person was killed and several injured in these latest strikes, adding to a death toll that's been climbing for over 3 years now. But here's where it gets really interesting. And by interesting, I mean concerning. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un decided to send combat troops to Russia under a mutual defense treaty, and North Korea sent an estimated 14,000 troops, including 3,000 reinforcements to replace its losses. Let that sink in for a moment. We now have North Korean soldiers fighting in Europe. Just your typical Tuesday in 2025, right? North Korean troops have grown skilled in drone warfare after initially taking heavy casualties due to their lack of experience with modern warfare tactics. Now, let's talk about Sudan, where the civil war between the Sudanese armed forces and the Rapid Support Forces continues its devastating pace. While there haven't been major developments in the past day, this conflict has been quietly raging with a death toll that would make headlines anywhere else. So Sudan often gets overlooked in favor of the louder conflicts. And then there's Gaza. The war there continues its devastating toll, with tens of thousands killed and widespread displacement under siege. This conflict has been ongoing for months now, creating one of the worst humanitarian crises we've seen in recent years. The numbers are staggering, the suffering immense, and the solutions seem as distant as ever. The question isn't whether these conflicts will escalate further. It's how much worse they can get before someone figures out how to de-escalate them. And with nuclear facilities being targeted and major powers weighing military intervention, the stakes couldn't be higher. That's your Global Conflict Roundup for today. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, in times like these, reliable information is more important than ever. We'll keep tracking these stories as they develop because, unfortunately, they show no signs of slowing down anytime soon. Stay safe out there, news junkies. And remember, when the world gives you chaos, make a YouTube video about it. Peace out.